for the program, I had just graduated school, so I had about a mountain of student debt, and I had just started my new job in a career related to my field. So it was like the most amount of money I'd ever made because before that I was making minimum wage. So it was quite intimidating trying to figure out um, what to do with all my money. I never really had a real savings account despite working like all my life. So I think to say that I was like intimidated is like sort of like an understatement. So I was very anxious when it came to my money. I think the worst part about being in that situation was, I guess, not knowing where to start. Like, do I start with like putting all my money towards my debt? Do I start by slowly trying to save money? How much do I save? What's the smartest way to save? So I guess like figuring out where to start was my biggest challenge. And so that's why I found myself often putting that off. And so like never really starting. Um, I guess until we spoke for the first time about it. I decided to enroll into the program because I wanted to be able to take care of my own money on my own. I knew there were avenues you could take where you could pay someone to kind of like help you deal with your money, but I really wanted that autonomy with like learning how to like pay off my debt while like saving for like future goals. So that was sort of why I wanted to take this course. Also because I don't know anything about money. I went to school to be a nurse, and they unfortunately kind of skipped over the whole financial aspect that happens to everyone once they start working. So that's why I wanted the course, was because I definitely wanted to be educated in what I was doing with my money as opposed to just sort of doing what someone else told me to do with it. I would say it really positively impacted like my financial stance. Um, I have an RSP, a TFSA that I never had. I have a new stance on like how to use my credit card. I have a new line of credit that I never had. I'm like on track to finishing my student loan payments like 2 or 3 years earlier than I thought I ever would. I have like a grasp of like a realistic grasp of financial goals that I have in the future, like buying a house, getting married. Like those all now seem like things that I can actually do, as opposed to people being like, oh, buying a house, like that'll never happen. Like so I feel really like I have all these things sort of like in the palm of my hand that I can now like see and visualize. And I think this class really helped with that.